My name is Trish, and today I found myself in the strangest battle of my life. It wasn't against some rogue stand user sent by my father, but a woman with eyes as deep and calm as the sea itself. Her name, I learned, was Nico, and she possessed a power unlike any stand I had ever encountered. It started in an instant. I was walking through the ruins of what looked like an ancient library, the air thick with the smell of old paper and dust. Suddenly, from the shadows she appeared, tall, elegant, with a quiet confidence that was almost unnerving. Before I could even summon Spice Girl, arms sprouted from the walls, the floor, the ceiling. A terrifying, beautiful bloom of human limbs. They weren't just random appendages. They moved with coordinated grace, reaching for me. My heart pounded. This was bizarre, even for my world. Instinct took over. "Spice Girl!" I yelled, and my stand materialized, its metallic form shimmering beside me. The approaching hands were just inches away when Spice Girl struck the ground. "Wannabe." The stone floor rippled, turning into a soft, bouncy cushion. The hands sank into it, their grasp turning weak and ineffective. It bought me a precious second. I leaped back, putting distance between us. The woman, Robin, just smiled faintly. "A fascinating ability," she said, her voice smooth and collected, turning the inanimate soft. "But can you soften everything at once?" As she spoke, hundreds, no, thousands of arms sprouted from every conceivable surface. They formed a giant net, a wall of hands closing in on me. It was a suffocating sight. There was no time to think, only to react. I had to be smarter, faster. "Spice Girl," I commanded. My stand didn't just soften the ground this time. It struck a crumbling pillar nearby, turning the solid stone into a rubbery slingshot. I grabbed onto a piece of debris, pulled it back, and launched myself into the air, over the wave of hands. From my new vantage point, I saw her strategy. She wasn't just attacking, she was controlling the entire environment. Her power, this Hana Hana no Mi, was terrifyingly versatile. While I was airborne, new hands grew from the ceiling, trying to swat me down like a fly. I twisted and dodged, feeling like a trapeze artist in a nightmare circus. "You're quick," she noted, her eyes tracking my every move. "But you can't stay in the air forever." She was right. I landed on a high archway, breathing heavily. My power was about making things soft, giving them elasticity. Her power was about overwhelming numbers and reach. This was a battle of concepts. I decided to go on the offensive. I couldn't win by just defending. I ran along the archway, Spice Girl keeping pace with me. "Soften the walls," I shouted. Spice Girl slammed its fists into the ancient stone, turning entire sections into a wobbly, gelatinous mess. The arms sprouting from those sections lost their anchor, flopping uselessly. It worked. I was disrupting her field of control. Robin seemed momentarily surprised, a flicker of something in her calm gaze. She adjusted her strategy immediately. Instead of sprouting arms from the walls, she created two gigantic legs from the ground, attempting to stomp me flat. The sheer size was incredible. "Spice Girl now!" I yelled, pointing at the giant foot descending upon me. My stand punched it just before impact. "Wannabe!" The colossal limb turned into a soft, squishy mass, collapsing harmlessly around me like a deflated balloon. I used the momentum to slide through the now soft material and get closer to her. I had to get to the real her. All these limbs were just extensions. The source was the woman herself. She was standing on a raised platform, watching the chaos unfold. "Clever," she admitted as I closed the distance. "But you're forgetting one thing." Suddenly, an arm sprouted directly from my own back. I gasped, a cold dread washing over me. Then another from my shoulder and one from my leg. They weren't attacking, just holding me, restraining my movements. I couldn't move. I was trapped by my own body. "My flowers can bloom anywhere," she said softly, her expression unreadable. The hands held me tight. I struggled, but it was like fighting myself. Panic started to set in. This was it. This was how she won. She could just hold me here. Forever. But then I remembered. My father, the boss, Diavolo, the terror he instilled in me, the feeling of being hunted, of being a tool. I survived that. I found my own strength, my own resolve. I wasn't just some damsel in distress anymore. I was Trish Una, and Spice Girl was a part of me. My will hardened. My fear turned into anger. You think you can hold me? I gritted my teeth. Spice Girl isn't just about making things soft. With a surge of determination, I focused my stand's power inward. It was a desperate gamble. I'd never tried it before. Spice Girl touched my own skin. Wannabe! A strange sensation washed over me. My body didn't turn to rubber in the way stone did, but something changed. The very fabric of my being became more pliable. The hands holding me, which were sprouted from my own form, suddenly lost their rigidity. They were still attached, but now they were like overcooked noodles. I ripped them away, the sensation bizarre but not painful. I was free. Robin's eyes widened, genuinely shocked this time. She had never seen anyone counter her ability like that. I didn't give her a moment to recover. I charged, Spice Girl leading the way. She tried to form a wall of arms in front of her, a final dense shield, but I had learned her rhythm. I wasn't aiming for the arms. I was aiming for the ground beneath her feet. Spice Girl! My stand delivered a final, powerful blow to the stone platform. The entire structure turned to rubber. Robin lost her footing, her calm facade finally breaking as she stumbled. In that single moment of vulnerability, I was on her. Spice Girl's fist shot forward. I wasn't going to hurt her. Not really. That wasn't my way. The punch stopped an inch from her face. Silence. The thousands of arms that filled the library vanished in an instant. It was over. We stood there, breathing in the quiet aftermath. She looked at me, not with anger, but with a newfound respect. You softened yourself, she said, a hint of awe in her voice. Incredible. I let out a breath I didn't realize I was holding, Spice Girl fading away behind me. You have to be resourceful when you're a stand user, I replied, managing a small, shaky smile. The battle was intense, terrifying, and strangely exhilarating. I had faced an opponent whose power was beyond my comprehension and found a way to win. Not through brute force, but through understanding my own ability on a deeper level. I, Trish Una, had grown stronger today, and I had a feeling that this strange woman, Nico, Robin, and I would have a lot to talk about. Thank you so much for watching this crazy story unfold. It was a battle I'll never forget. If you enjoyed seeing me and Spice Girl in action, please hit that like button and maybe subscribe for more bizarre adventures. Let me know in the comments who you think I should face next. Ciao.